Snake, it's me.
Master?
It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
What about Naomi?
Damn.
Colonel, is Naomi there?
No, she's away. She's taking a short nap. So what is this about Naomi?
Okay, maybe we'd better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah. Go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
What?
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
Somewhere in the Middle East.
So then who is she really?
Look into
She
it from
must
Metal Gear
be
5.
some kind of spy.
A spy?
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage this operation.
Are you saying she's with the terrorists?
I don't want to believe it either, but she is working for Foxhound.
So, you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
A different group? It couldn't be.
Place her under arrest, Colonel.
What?
Damn.
She's betrayed us, Colonel. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing.
Colonel, have you let her in on some kind of vital secret or something? Does this have anything to do with the mysterious deaths of the DARPA chief and the ArmsTech president?
I have no idea.
Anyway, we cannot allow her to participate any further in this mission.
Wait a minute. Without her, we can't complete this mission.
I knew it. You're hiding something.
Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure
Yeah,
out who
Master
she
Miller
is
calling
and
the
what
shots
she's
here.
doing here.
I understand. Snake, give me some time.
I don't have any time left for you.
How about that one right there? That's that burn right there. That's that burn. How we doing, folks? Your boy Marcus over here. Just killed Vulcan Raven. Make sure you check. If you haven't watched the rest of the episode, man, there's a nice little playlist on my channel. You go watch over there, subscribe while you're at it, like it, all that hood stuff. But yeah, just be Vulcan Raven. Always loved the little. I mean, it's a small thing. The little the cold effects, you know, the little frost effects all around throughout the screen. Always thought that was a very neat touch right there. Like, you know how just how cold ice. It's ice cold. Ice cold. As a guy, it's an Outkast CD when they had that Hey Ya like song or whatever, where there's like, it's called The Morning After, I think. It's just this guy talking to his chick like after they banged out the next morning, and there's some random dude in the back who's just shouting ice cold, ice cold. Gets me every single time, man. It's so good over here. Once again, to talk about the least memorable parts of the game, to me, is always these warehouse parts, and to me that's kind of how it is in most games per se. I mean, this just kind of looks dull, that's why I don't really remember as well, but towards the end of the games I kind of don't remember all the 100% everything that happens over there. Check this guy. I'm like, my man, you should have not peeked around this corner, man. You're gonna regret that. So I put like 50,000 caps up all up in them, suppressed though, so if nobody hears that. And I'm thinking about here, how am I gonna play this over here? Peeking out, nobody there. Okay, we're gonna see where's this guy. I'm like, here. I'm like, okay, you see me, I see you. You died, homie. And it's as simple as that, because I got bullets, I got suppressors, and I don't give a damn about stealth. So if I were playing it, you know, on like the extreme, vicious, crazy difficulty, I guess I wouldn't be able to pull that one off. You know, once you get caught, you're done. But that's alright. I don't really need all that in my life. I just want to beat the game, enjoy the storyline, and have some fun, man. Have some fun. See this little stairwell up over here. I'm like, what's going on up here, yo? Let me check this out. What do we got up here? Got a little ammunition. Okay, all right. So the stinger stuff. So you kind of look at that and you're like, uh-oh. What's coming up ahead that I need to use stingers? Because you know how as video games work. If they give you something, it's because you're gonna use it. No one gives you for free in real life, and no one gives you ish for free also in a video game. It's as simple as that. Those last parts of the game, and it's very simple why you don't remember, because you just don't play them as often as you do the beginning parts. Let's stop over here. We made it. Metal Gear. Metal Gear. And Metal Gear itself is pretty interesting. That's one of the times I'm going to talk about over here in this video. You know, a walking tank. Okay. And I'm not going to talk about the designs of it or whether it even exists, how crazy it is or whatever. No, I don't care about that. But, you're going to notice it when we actually fight it as well. I'm going to make sure I bring it up in that video as well. But Metal Gear, when you look at Rex and when you see him over there, when you saw him in the other pictures, I mean, doesn't he look like he's alive? Like he's an actual, like, not a person, but like a robot at the very minimum. Obviously, it's a control tank, you know, there's someone goes into a cockpit of controller. We're going to see it all, you know, coming to some episodes, how it works and whatnot. But he looks like he's alive, and he adds personality to him. When you hear him, they talk about
Snake,
Rex.
it's me.
Let's shut up.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear. But it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, no mechanics. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys. And besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files?
There
Don't
you go.
need a password?
Of course. But there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep. That describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
So awkward.
I don't know yet. I'll
Are
give
you
it
a
a try.
hacker?
I'm counting on you.
Shout outs to Hacker, man, Penn State quarterback. His name's not Hacker, but I call him Hacker. I forget what his name is, but cool little guy going over there after the suspensions and whatnot that they had. It's good that they got themselves a good QB over there. True freshman, which is kind of strange to start at Penn State, but times are changing as they know what they definitely know about the change that they've suffered. Anyway, the humanization of Metal Gear Rex is kind of what I'm talking about over here in this episode, and why it's important to make it human, you know, because in a game where all the main villains are memorable, and we're pushing the shot on this guy, in a game where all the main villains are memorable, and you know the villains are just as important to the game as in the story as is Snake and what he brings to the table. Rex couldn't be any different. You know, if you get over here and Rex is just on like whack ass, just tank that's just standing there that doesn't, you know, it just looks like a tank, like it looks like that first tank where we saw Vulcan Raven in, it's just standing up. That wouldn't do anything. But when you see Rex over here, I mean, honestly, he seems like Rex, like a T-Rex, like a dinosaur robot type like situation, which is crazy to think about. It doesn't make any sense, but it gives it a little more of a human aspect.
It's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I've never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay. Keep trying.
There you go. He's gonna keep giving you the play-by-play. And by human, I don't mean like, you know, that it actually seems like a human. I'm just saying it has characteristics that humans are familiar with. For example, we're all familiar with T-Rexes. You know, you've seen Jurassic Park. Maybe you might actually like read something. Whatever. Read something. Yeah, you might actually like know something a little bit about dinosaurs. But we kind of all understand dinosaurs. We have that image of what a dinosaur is, and Metal Gear reminds us of that. And I can't wait till we actually get to the episode where you hear it and you could actually back that up a little bit further as to how Metal Gear exactly works and what exactly he brings to the table in terms of that humanization, in terms of that rationalizing, in terms of having not feelings for Metal Gear per se, because it's an inanimate object, but nonetheless kind of understanding and comprehending and seeing how it too is something a little bit different, something a little bit special in the Metal Gear universe. And this guy up here pinned me down in the corner. I'm like, come on, homie, y'all already somehow got a caution on me, because I was busy just shooting everybody and throwing everybody all around. And look at that, just all of a sudden I found out I could like punch or knife or whatever that was. I was so happy. I'm like, wow. I was like, well, better later than never, I guess. But man, better later than never, but never later is better. Shout out to Drizzy Drake for that line and try to drop it as often as I can. It's a great line, by the way. It's a great line. Just don't use it on, like, if a chick is late or something and she's hot, don't tell her that. But aside from that, you can use it in any other situation over here. So now I'm gonna box it up. I'm all about the box. See that nice transition over there? I was talking about hot women to box. Ooh, smooth right there. Anyway, let's leave that topic for another day. We'll talk about hot women in boxes another day. Comic-Con's actually going on this weekend. How about that one? I haven't seen anything too well. I have seen some crap. I saw some Batwoman the other day on the train. Oh boy, they did not look the best over there, but whatever. I mean, Comic-Con's a pretty nuts place. If you've never gone, I definitely recommend going. Let's
Snake,
shut up again.
I did
Damn
it.
you, Ocelot.
You got past
Or
security.
Ocelot. Otacon.
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
Haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one up until now?
Because of the missile's rocket propulsion system. It would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Because of that?
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that,
Jesus.
it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
We learned that lesson in the
Atta
Gulf
boy.
War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
It would push back the signing of the START 3 treaty. If word gets out about this weapon, it'd cause a whole world of trouble.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
I
Oh,
won't make any excuses.
come on, Roy.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested. Only simulated.
You mean with VR experiments?
VR training.
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
Yeah, it's
It
on a
was.
floppy disk, bro.
President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
Damn.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So, you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
Yeah, he didn't seem too confident about that right there. He's like, hold on, we're confident about you. And man, Roy Campbell, man, just disappointed me here left and right, you know. You expect him to be your boy, you expect him to have your back, and he just disappoints right there. That's one thing, one similarity, or one thing that's very different, actually, from Rambo and the Colonel over there. The Colonel always had John Rambo's back. Even when, you know, they dumped him over there when he had the prison over there, he wanted to go over there and pick up Rambo. He just couldn't do anything about it. He makes sure that they do something about it over here. But Roy over here, he just ain't bringing the team up over here. Let's take this phone call, though. Maybe not? Oh, never mind. I skipped it. Jesus. I was like, fuck it. So it's always like optional. I probably just let it go. So it's like I'm tired of calling this damn
Did
guy.
you find it?
There we
No,
go.
I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
That's part of it. Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That, plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like they were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah. And Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
Come on, homie. Ain't nobody got time for this, man. This dude over here asking for more time, like the world ain't about to blow up because of some surface-piercing nuclear warheads about to drop all over anywhere in the God universe. Come on, man. I'm over here just waiting, and I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure all I have to do is like get over here. And then, unfortunately, instead of going into the damn thing, I decided to go like above it, which isn't exactly the damn coolest thing over here. I'm trying to get over here to Rex, and I see that this is the dead end. I'm like, I don't think I gotta go that way anymore. Let me mildly turn my way around as this cardboard box keeps moving all over the place. It's always so good watching this cardboard box and watching how, you know, you're in a very intense situation where you gotta save the world and you're just in a cardboard box. Got another cutscene. Let me shut up. We're out of the cardboard box.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No. There's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss? Liquid.
Yeah, you
I'm
survived,
sure neither
alright.
you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site.
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India... I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about the new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion. All for money.
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Foxdie vaccine in our demands.
Foxdie. It killed Octopus and the Arms Tech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with amphetamine and adrenaline levels in the blood. They deployed a product still in development into live combat. No surprise it was unreliable. They must have been desperate.
In any case, have you heard from your friend Colonel Sergei Golukovich at Spetsnaz yet?
They're dropping the whole
He
name
still
right
has
there.
doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He is a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? That Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
Maybe so, but he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we joined forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the Genome Soldier's brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale.
Here it comes. I
An
love this
alliance
part of
with the
game.
Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here. It's going to be a long war.
We could still escape.
We have the new nuclear power, and we're going to ally with Galukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? Fighting the whole world? From here, we can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar and totally immune to interception. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
But boss, what about your promise to Colonel Galukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
Here it is.
From today, you can call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream. Boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden? If the code is entered again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the ArmsTech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
There you go. All this nonsense going on. They decided to give you a phone call. Outer Heaven.
Snake.
It's great.
I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So, how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see, the override system that the President was talking about, it can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated.
There you go.
And you can only use the keys once.
That's
Only
important.
once, huh?
You need the keys for input. 3 of them.
But I only have the one. Where are the others?
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Yes, it's a material that changes
Snake
shape
talk.
at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah,
Snake talk.
the card key changes shape
guy's
at
great.
different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in one. Clever.
There you go. So we got ourselves all the keys
Can
already.
you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. You input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system, and it's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Oh, thanks, Roy. Well, you know, if you had been a little bit more upfront about the situation, maybe we could have gotten this a little bit earlier and we wouldn't all be riding on this damn key.
Who's that?
What was the key?
The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Slink! This is bulletproof glass.
Look,
There's
look.
no way in.
This is
I'll
bulletproof
enjoy
glass.
watching you die.
Hey, if he dies, he dies. We're gonna have to see if he dies next episode because we out of here. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Love it. Here's a little preview for tomorrow. Next Sunday.
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes. Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.